Hello, so today I'll be making crab rangoons, but instead of crab, I have lobster chunk style meat right here. This is the one I'm using, fully cooked. As you can see, this is Alaskan pollock fish made to imitate lobster. I'm gonna cook with onion, I'm gonna cut up my bell pepper, chop up my cream cheese, and then I'll be using the egg roll wraps right here. Thank you. Already rinsed off my onion, and I just want to cut it to where it's like enough to last the rest of the imitation lobster. Have you ever made homemade rangoons? I've never made them homemade. I've always had them at a restaurant. Make sure you chop this. It doesn't have to be so fine, but I want to chop it up a little bit more. Take the seeds off. So what I do, I just cut a little bit and I take it like that. Cut a little bit, I take it, and I want to rinse these off again. I know they usually use like a green onion. I want to use regular onion because I don't have green onion. When I went to the store, I didn't get green onion. That's okay. You can also use this. That's okay. So take the rest of this, and this is an easy meal. Less than 30 minutes. The most time that this should take is probably with the frying portion and cutting the bell pepper up, because I want to have some bell pepper in my meals. I haven't had bell pepper in so long. So I'll show you guys how the total mixture looks once I wash and break up the lobster pieces and add cream cheese. So I know this is a little different than the way that people do it, but I've never made crab rangoons. I want the flavor to pop. So what I'm gonna do is I have oil here, and I'm going to drop my bell peppers and onions. This is half an onion and just a little bit of the bell pepper. And I'm gonna cook that for 5 minutes. And as I cook it, it should reduce down. And after, I'm going to add it to the cream cheese mix. I won't cook the crab, since it's all going to cook at some point, but I want the flavor to pop out of this. So how would you do this differently? Let me know in the comments. And I'll come back and show you once it cooks down. This is what it starts looking like, to where the onions and everything's transparent. So what I'm going to do is continue to let this cook, and I'm going to bring you guys over here, back over here, and I'm going to show you how I cut up the lobster meat. I'm going to rinse it off and put it in this bowl. So this is the lobster meat, chunks like that, rinse with cold water. You really don't have to rinse it, but I just want to. And then I'm going to just put it on here because we cut our vegetables already. This meat is not raw, just cut. I've used this before when I've done a crab meal, so it's so good. And the flavor from the onions, I'm going to add some salt and pepper or something on those onions in a second. You just chop it up. You have to keep chopping until everything starts to resemble a finer texture and gets a little bit more like this right here in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna keep chopping and bring you guys back. Perfect. So now, what I'm gonna do is rinse this off. There we go. And if you clean your counter regularly, you can put that in your food. It's nothing wrong with it. Mix it so it's hot. And I would just add a salt and pepper in here. That's this pepper. And I'm gonna cut up my cream cheese. And then you can add a little sugar. So salt and pepper, mix gently. And then salt and pepper again. Put my bell pepper up. This is my cream cheese that I'm gonna take out and add it to this lovely meal. It's original cream cheese. Get whatever name brand you like, it doesn't matter. I got this from Myers. Take your cream cheese out. So I'm gonna cut this in squares and add it to my plate. Something like that, like little pieces like that. And then what I would do is just like mix it up and add it to this. So I'm not gonna bore you, I'm just gonna add the cream cheese to it and show you guys how my mixture looks. So here's my wraps. I made a few of these. You can just add a little water as well, and make sure that you fill them enough to your desired, not too much. And then what you'll do is put a little water on the edges so that you can seal just like that, and it could be a perfect wonton seal. It's so cute. And this is how I want the wontons to look, something like that. So I'm going to continue to put water on the side. I made a lot of the mix. I'm happy I didn't use all the cream cheese. I used half, and I only have 2 more. So let's see if we can fill these, and I'll show you guys. Oh, this is a half one. So I'll show you guys. That's how I fill them, and I'll show you the final result once I start to fry them. Let's fill these up. Fill this one at least a little more, and you can just freeze this, I believe, or eat it like that. So that's how you feel, and then I'm going to show you the rest with the whole pack. This is how much I had left. It's a great meal to make. It's easy. Here's the rangoons. I got them cooking on low, and I'm just going to flip them over. I want them to keep their shape. They're beautiful, beautiful shape, but usually people cook them in a little more oil. So what I'm going to do is flip them. Now they look like little patties. Oh, it's going to be so good, similar to egg roll. But if I dip them down in a lot of oil, then they would have kept their shape. But I don't really like cooking with a whole lot of oil. This is grapeseed oil. This is the crab rangoons. I ended up turning them over, and they ended up taking a different shape. You can cook them in not a lot of oil at all. I love how they look like little biscuits. They're perfect. So I'm going to plate these. Over here. This is what the other side looks like. So make sure each side is cooked enough. This is the one I'm probably going to eat. I think one of these busted. I'm going to eat one of those because I really want to taste the hot crab if it touched the skillet, and see if it, like, the flavor is like hitting a little differently. This is how it looks. Thank you so much. Nice and healthy. Look at that oil. We didn't use a lot of oil. At an Asian restaurant, Japanese restaurant, you will be paying $10 for these.